Hi, this is Terry. I'm here at Safe Horse Rescue in Redmond, Washington. This is my friend Tabitha. She's going to help show how a little person like me at 5'1", maybe 5'2", can throw a saddle up on a bigger horse. She's just over 15 hands. So, saddle pad up. So this saddle is over 50 pounds. It's a Freckers. It's got big horns, got 4-inch stirrup irons. So I think in the other video I saw people are holding by the skirt, which you can do, but I find because I've got short arms that it's easier to hold the camel. This girl likes to be a little bitey, so I have to protect myself over here as well while I'm doing this, watching on all angles. I have it resting kind of on my hip, so it's right up here on my hip. And the biggest thing to get it up and over is the momentum and the swing. So kind of the force of my turn. So I have myself planted a little bit farther away, so I'm not starting here. I want to have enough turning radius to kind of get the momentum going. And I pop my hip up as I toss it up. So we'll see if I can do this. And it swings over and then I carry it over. Not the best throw, but gets it there. The other thing that I see a lot of people do, and I just think this is cool to know, is if your Latigo stirrups are ready to go, a lot of people put their wrapped up a different way, but I have it ready to slide it all the way out. So the way that I do that is I just push this away, tuck it up into, and pull it back down, and then I slide it around and lock it down so it stays in place. Little girl trying to nip me. So I just come to this other side, up and down. I'm checking to the length of the front cinch before I go to the other side. So I'm just kind of seeing that it's going to make it to close to the center over, so I can adjust that here and be ready to go. The other thing to lock this up that I do that helps is I use the front cinch, I flip it out so that the sweaty part is out. I tuck it on to a strap, put it on these, it has the back strap over here, and then I use the back cinch to lock it on. I've seen other people tuck this back cinch through, and then it's a big mess and tied in. When I let it go, it's all in a big knot. So the way that I do it allows me to just undo this first buckle, and then they fall straight apart and separate instead of being in a knot. So if you're starting colts and you've got a horse that is a little bit touchy, you don't want to have that extra anxiety of everything being in a knot before you're ready to go. So I also pull, I don't know how many people do this, but I pull the saddle pad up underneath to give the withers some movement. The saddle pad is really nice and it's got a break in the spine, so it's not super tight and it's shaped for the horse, but I still like to pull that up underneath the horn. Good girl. Yeah. And for her, because she's a little nippy, I spend some time petting, making sure that she's okay with the feel of me down here. She's getting better about it. She must have not had a lot of people in her previous life caring about how they cinched her up, so she just got a little hurt by them. So go down and grab the cinch, and then here too I'm also just lifting and dropping so that I know she's okay with that. And then like I said, this is ready to go. All I have to do is tuck it in, and it's going to slide all the way out and through instead of dealing with long bits. Don't nibble. Got the bump. Good girl. And then when I cinch up, I use it kind of as I call it like a lever. where I'm pulling one up and bringing the other down, pulling up and pulling down. And noticed that if you pull out or hawk it up too tight, too quickly, there's a lot of motion that happens, and so you're pulling the horse off balance while you're doing that. And so if you're doing that with a youngster or one that's touchy about it, yeah, you don't like it so much, you can make them feel that on the other side, and then they go bucking and squirting another way. She wasn't too moving when I had it down, but it is hard being short like me when you've got one that's moving a lot. So holding the horn while they're moving around, waiting for them to calm down, is something that I struggle with a little bit. What I'll do is, if the horse is going to be really bad about that, I do have a lighter synthetic saddle that I use to get them kind of used to or sacked out with the saddle. So I'll be throwing that up, letting them walk and move. I don't cinch it up, I just kind of walk it with them on their back till they are used to it, and I throw it up on either side, just getting them used to that whole feel of stuff going and stuff touching their sides before I get busy about this big heavy saddle going up. But yeah, that's it. Hope that helps.